Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. It's been quite a while since our last couple talking video. A lot of things happened. So last time we were still in Oxford and did a reflection video on our anniversary, and now we've moved countries because I just finished my DPhil at Oxford and started to work in Singapore, and
Yeah.
same for my husband.
Yep.
So as we moved to Singapore and started our jobs respectively, so what are some changes in our life, from a student to someone who's working? So in today's video, we would like to share a little bit about these different changes we've noticed, both individually speaking and also as a married couple. So, darling, what are some changes in your life, would you say?
My first time doing not my first time working, but I guess first time starting like a full time permanent job, and this actually leads to a very like a different lifestyle of like there's more rhythm and regularity to it now. So unlike student life where like I'm thinking everything in weekly terms, where I'm just doing things for tutorials. Uh, Now I think it's on a daily basis, and obviously with a working office means that I'm forced to work during the day. And but back in student life, I could work like in the evening whenever I wanted to, which I tend to do in the evening. Yeah, work in the evening. Now, yeah, and then also, well, music is also very regular now because I'm just eating lunch. There's a strict time for lunch now, relatively strict time for lunch, and come home and eat dinner. Yeah, so life becomes more like regularized as compared to student life in the past. And another thing that changed was the need to socialize with your colleagues, because back in student life, instead back as a student, like every project was an individual project, so things were a lot more casual with your student mates and whatnot. But now working, everybody's in teams and we have to work together, and then because lunch is all at the same time, so now we're also usually eating together, and now there's a much greater need to socialize compared to say in the past. Like yeah,
Would you say it's a nightmare for an introvert, or
not a nightmare, just a hurdle. Yeah.
yeah, I guess for me, I would echo the point on colleagues, to be honest, because I think this is also one of the most noticeable changes in my life. Because like when I was a DPhil student at Oxford, I would say I spent a lot of time just working on my thesis alone. But now as a teacher, I need to go to school and work with my colleagues very closely, and we have regular meetings. Together we discuss course planning and do some reflection on our pedagogy and whatnot. So I would say like, yeah, I feel less lonely because I'm always surrounded by a group of people. And in the meantime, I would say like at school, there are just more miscellaneous things that I have to take care of instead of just focusing on my studies or writing papers in comparison to my PhD life. So another thing I would say is commute, because when we were in Oxford, it's a very small and walkable city. When I went to libraries or colleges for lectures or seminars, I just took a bus or walked there, so it was very convenient. So long commute was never a thing for me when I studied at Oxford. So now I have to take the MRT and also buses in order to get to the place, the institution that I'm working at. So physically, I would say it's definitely more tiring. But one thing I would say I really enjoyed when I was commuting was I got time to read a book on the MRT. Just have some good time to take off, from the screen. Yeah, off screen time. So, yeah, this is my part. And how would you say, like, what would you say as to the changes in our life as a married couple? What are some changes?
I think it's a married couple because now we're working. Because I'm doing a full time job where I'm like in office 9 to 6, and Jiani, even though she has work from home days, she also sometimes come because of that, because she comes back late on like certain days because she has lessons in the evenings. So I think we are seeing each other a lot less in the weekdays itself. So because of that, weekends end up becoming a lot more precious, and a lot more quality time together is also a lot more precious now, because now we don't really have this like luxury of like seeing each other non-stop 24/7 back in Oxford.
Is it good news to you?
I mean, both as good and bad, I think, but like yeah, it's such a different change in life and habits, I guess. And weekends also for us now is a good time to just like chill out and rest, just
Right, yeah.
do chores,
Mm,
get some go out together and just relax a bit. Yeah, it's a good break to have the weekends now, as opposed to back past when like except for Sundays where it's just more like religious day.
mm.
Like weekends were not Sundays were not very different from like the weekdays. Yeah.
Yeah, because we study and work just in the same place, right? In our flat. Yeah. I guess for me, another change I noticed as a married couple, right, when we started to work, is we text more often nowadays. Yeah, because in the past, of course, like we just stay in the same flat and no need to text. But now we work in different places, so we text more often, and when we got to know some interesting things from our colleagues and what we saw and what we heard, and then we would just drop a line to the other person, right?
Yeah.
And have a good laugh about different things.
But in a way, it's also a bit similar to our medium distance time before we got married.
Oh yeah, that's
In a way.
true. That's true.
So like it's a different thing because actually we can both see each other at the same time. That things happen in the daytime.
Yeah, I would say we are quite blessed in that both of us are sort of like really on the same page in life. Just finished our studies and started our first full-time job. Since this has only been the first 2 weeks in both our jobs, we're still adjusting and continuing to learn about the job, our jobs, and how to navigate work-life balance. So, if you're interested in our life as a theologian and landscape architect, yeah, please stay attuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.